The table you see on the screen here shows row proportions for the Titanic data set. What row proportions are, they're computed as the counts divided by the row totals. So if we start with the original contingency table, you can see in the upper right corner there's 203 passengers who were in first class and survived. There's 711 of them total. Now if I take that 203 divided by 711, I get 0.286, which is where you see that number in the upper left. And likewise, the other numbers are just, you do the same thing. You just take that number divided by the total in that row. So what does that 0.112 represent? The one you see right there? Well, this tells you, since this is a row proportion, we're looking at out of all those people who died, about 11.2% of them are in second class. So again, about 11.2% of those who died were from second class. Now, what is the difference in proportions between second class and third class survivors? Well, the proportion of second class survivors that were in second class is 0.166. The proportion of survivors that were in third class is 0.25. So if you subtract them, you get about an 8.4% difference. Likewise, a column proportion is you're going to be divided by the column total. So a contingency table, the column proportions is computed the same way, where each column proportion is computed as the count divided by the corresponding column total. So again, if you take the original contingency table, you take the 203 first class passengers that were survived, divided by all the first class passengers, that comes out to be about 62.5%. That's the number you see there. So, now what is that 0.586? So, second column, second row, right there. Well, this is a column proportion, so we're only looking at as second class passengers. This is the proportion who died. So, about 58.6% of second class passengers died. Now, what is the difference in survival rates between first and third class? Well, survival rate for first class was 62.5%. Survival rate for third class, 25.2%. So the difference is about 0.373 or 37.3%. Now, notice that in this table, this 0.625 indicates that 62.5% of first class passengers survived. This one right here. This rate is a lot higher when you compare it to second class, third class, or even crew members. Now, these differences are not likely to be just random chance. These are pretty large differences, especially since we're dealing with hundreds or even thousands of people. This provides evidence that the class and survival variables are associated. So we say the two variables are dependent. What that means is that your chance of survival depended on what class you were in.